Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. We are here with the game VA Ascension versus Strategic Storm and the Sunburst Cup. We're going to see how this series plays out. Currently, I am all alone, but we might have another caster that comes in.
So I'm just I'm gonna stand here while Babs is gone. Hi there, Hydra. How are you doing?
How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
So today we've
Peaches,
got Mr. Mr. Hydra here for his first cast, doing Ascension and Strategic Storm. Tell me, Hydra, how are you feeling about this one?
I'm very interested. I feel like it's a great matchup. I feel like both teams are equally matched when it comes to skill-wise, and I think it'd be great. It's going to be a good one to watch. I'm excited. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I'm very excited to see this game. So for the Twitch chat there at home, if you didn't know, this game actually did happen earlier. It started at 7 o'clock. So we've been graced with the replay codes that we can go back and watch the awesomeness between Valhalla Academy Ascension and between Strategic Storm. So why don't you kick us off with taking a look at Valhalla Academy Ascension, Hydra?
All right. So as we have, starting off with VA Ascension, that's not Ascension's lineup. We do have, give us a sec while we pull up the right one. This is Storm's lineup, I'm pretty sure. Strategic Storm's lineup. Well, let's start off. We have, starting off on tank, we have King, Jesus is King, doing favorite Doom, Reaper on support, Hikawa on support as well. Then we have Mufasa and Night Raven for their DPS lineup, for just Strategic Storm for today. Going over to Ascension, we have Dragon Kuasi on DPS, Gachi on tank, and we have Jace and Kusura support, so should be a great matchup for today, and very excited to see how this is going to work out. First map should be Ilios, or if I'm correct.
Hello. Sorry for the slight delay, freaking electricity. But yeah, I'm here with Hydro. I'm pretty sure he's done the introduction already. Our first map will be Samoa. I think it's Valhalla Academy Ascension versus Strategic Storms. How are you feeling, Hydro? How are you feeling about the cast?
Yeah, like I told Peach, I think it's going to be a great matchup. I think both teams are equally matched in skill, and it's going to be a strong game, and I'm excited to see what both teams can put out in this first series for them, or second series.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just as excited as you, and I think this is a replay stream, so these games aren't live. However, we don't have any information as to what happened. Peach is the all-seeing one in terms of that. Yes. But yeah, we're gonna be going through this journey with everyone on stream today, and we'll take it from here. Look at our team comms. We have a dive hybrid for Strategic Storms, and looks like Ascension is leaning towards an Arisa comp.
Yes, with a tracer maybe for the flank, might be an interesting game indeed. Do have two tracers on both teams, so they might be challenging each other.
Yeah, I mean, the Ascension switched onto the Lucio, so it's more of a brawl for the Ascension team, and Strategic Storms are looking more as a dive kind of spam play.
Yes, they might be looking for a more dive opportunity situation. Gachi doing a lot of damage. D.Va might go down on Strategic Storm.
Yeah, it looks like we lost the mech. Yeah, so it looks like the Hikaru's mech was lost on the side of Strategic Storms, and VA Ascension has capped first. Very quickly, actually, with very little to no contest from Storms.
Extremely fast cap. They are cleaning up, or trying at least. Got a few picks. Strategic Storm has to regroup now.
Yeah, I mean, the D.Va player on the side of Strategic Storm just got melted. The mech was gone right away, and then all of your frontline pressure is just down the hatch.
Yes, with no tank, there is no frontline, and they can't really do much about it. D.Va going back in. Again, they are going against a brawl, so we'll be having a harder time against VA with the hard brawl going in. Oh, the Chasers do have a matchup in the back line. Seeing who wins the 1v1, Kusura recalling, saving himself. The brawl still going on.
Yeah, I mean, from the looks of it, this definitely favors Ascension more with how sustainable their comp is as opposed to strategic storms. But it looks like the Tracer is already on the back trying to pressure point a little.
Night Raven is doing really good with getting them their backline off. They did retreat, but not all of them did, so they could dive quickly. And Strategic Storm has pushed back VA, taking the point for now. VA on 59%.
I mean, that was so well played from the Tracer player on the side of Storms. You know, forcing them to retreat by putting pressure on point and then sticking and taking down the Orisa on Gatsy. Really well played from Night Raven there. I want to see more of that. You know, peppering the backline, because that's what Tracer does. She's so good on this new patch, just peppering the backline. You know, being that annoying pest.
Yeah, exactly. And we do have some ults coming in. We did have Diva getting cancelled out of her ult. Orisa going down. A beat coming in. A lot of ults flying out. Orisa did get nanoed. This is just a total mess. We do have Tracer trying to get the point there, doing what Night Raven was doing on Tracer earlier. And the VA, again, they have the brawl, so they do win the close range.
I mean, that was a very messy fight in terms of ult. I mean, we saw 3 out of 4 support ults. We saw the Junkrat tie, we saw the Diva bomb, we saw the Orisa pull. I mean, very messy, and it's not over yet. It looks like
Orisa
does putting on a big fight.
Yes, VA without a tank now. Diva putting pressure on the Bastion, so they might be, they're going back. They need to regroup. They have been pushed off once again. VA is still in the lead with 78% on the point, so they still need to, they still have a chance. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
I mean, not a lot of ults for both teams. The only ult we have after that Tracer Pulse Bomb is now the Bastion Mortar Strike. I mean, not a very impactful ult. It's going to be pure raw dogfight from the looks of it till the end of the game, unless someone manages to come up in a Pulse Bomb soon.
Diva looks like, she gets demacked. Pulse Bomb comes in but doesn't do much damage. A lot of chaos ensuing again. Bastion ult coming out, so no ults remaining anymore. And it does look like VA is winning this again.
I mean, big damage from the Bastion ult, able to take out the Junkrat there and use sustain. Bastion has so much frontline damage that his presence alone just acts as a deterrent for the opposing team. I mean, I don't like the way Strategic Storm is playing their comp. There's not a lot of diving. They're trying to brawl, but they don't really have the heroes to, facilitate the brawl against Orisa Bastion player, essentially.
Yeah, with the Bastion, their brawls being their brawl attempts are being minimized extremely a lot because the Bastion, like you said, just does too much damage. It is going to go on overtime percentage. We'll see Moira is on point, Tracer as well. Nano comes out and they get taken out, and it looks like the first map will go to the first point.
Very back and forth point, but it felt so chaotic. I mean, it didn't feel like both teams stuck with their strategies. I mean, we didn't see much dive going through. Ascension well played, sticking together, keeping that brawl formula, keeping that Bastion pressure up. But I feel like if Strategic Storm is going to be playing this brawl, they should maybe switch out the Diva for Ramatra and maybe bring in going for the Reaper is pretty good here. I don't see the value the Junkrat is bringing just yet, but maybe Mufasa is going to put out something from the bag.
The Junkrat has a lot of potential with the against the Brawl team, obviously, because they're more grouped up, so more potential to kill them. But yes, like you said, the Diva does not help necessarily in this Brawl situation if they're not going for little dive picks. But we'll see what happens.
Ascension coming out with a spam comp on the map that's more favored towards Brawl in terms of Samoa. So I'll be curious to see how they play the Sigma Bastion Hanzo comp. I like Strategic Storm's comp more. Not very disciplined from the side of Night Raven there. Just walking to the Bastion's fire there. And this is well played from Ascension, keeping their distance. They understand what their comp's trying to do, and they're doing exactly that. Keep their distance, pressure from far, and get the picks just exactly like Dragon did there.
I think Night Raven had a good idea going in, but they blew up all their abilities on cooldown, and I mean the rest of their team was still too far behind, so they just got sprayed down by the Bastion, and that's what made them lose this point so far.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against Night Raven. I think it's just when your team hasn't been together as long as maybe Ascension has, you don't have the same synergy, But I think once we see Strategic Storm come together and work together as a team, like we did, in the last point, I think we'll see them come up with just a little bit more. maybe, you know, coordinate the attacks from Night Raven. It feels like he switched to the Soldier 76.
Yeah, like you said, it might be experience based, but we do see a flank coming from COWZA, and you know, VA has been playing a bit more. They have more experience together, and have been in the past. Looking at their performance so far in the past, they've definitely improved so far. Ooh, Dragon coming in from COWZA does take down the Zen. They do still have good heals.
All it does is split the team, and it manages to get a pick as well. But like you said, ult's coming out, the Junk Tire. Oh, and it's massive.
Big tire taking out tank and support. We only have Dragon on point right now, and then COWZA shooting from back, but they should probably fall back. Yes, as he will. And Strategic Storm takes the point back, and on 65%.
Yeah, curiously, they let Dragon take Hikaru's mech, so the D.Va is in pilot form for now, so not a lot of protection on the side of Strategic Storm, but it looks like they want to play this aggressively. I mean, the Junkrat's moving forward.
Doesn't seem like
trying to cut off the angles.
Yep, they have caught them off guard, definitely with a good window coming in.
Oh.
Soldier getting taken down. Support is out of position, but does manage to get back. It seems like they will be taking point though, and D.Va dies, so no tank anymore for Strategic Storm. We do have ults, almost full ult, 3 ults on VA Ascension, and still no ults on Strategic Storm. The tire is big, but they do have a lot of ults to counter now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Bastion window is just so broken, and you're not having your D.Va's mech to, you know, defense matrix you to safety. That was just a formula for disaster for Strategic Storms. But they're coming back. They do have some ults coming up. Well,
as we see Bastion ult coming out. And we have Transcendence going in. D.Va still gets the Bastion with her D.Va bomb.
Yeah, I don't think Trans counts as D.Va bomb. Oh, it's a big Dragon.
Big Dragon gets them caught off guard. They get taken down, and it looks like it's going to be another team wipe for Strategic Storm, getting eliminated completely. And then that would be first map.
Yeah, I mean, that's a clean wipe for Ascension. You know, they played that really well. The second point, I think, really showed us the difference in experience. Like you said, you know, VA Ascension have been together for a while, and Strategic Storms have just come together for this tournament. So we can really see the gap in, like, you know, the coordination and, you know, the decision making as a group. But I think there were some highlights from Strategic Storms, you know, with the individual picks and the well playings from the Night Raven's Tracer. Maybe a lot to look forward to.
They do have the right idea, and I think they're you know, still getting it together in terms of how they play together. But definitely not bad team. They're definitely doing well. They do have their highlights. Big tire, the D.Va bomb that still got someone. They do have really good skills to play with. They just need to put more synergy in. And the D.Va, I don't know about the D.Va, might work out a bit later, but I think it might be a comfort pick. But hopefully we see some other picks. We'll see some other comps, and we'll see how those go. Numbani being the next map.
Yeah, I mean, D.Va's not bad on Numbani. You know, she can control the high grounds well. She can, you know, help filter out point. If this is a comfort pick, I'd like to see, you know, the other players on Storms help their D.Va player. You know, maybe play a little around your D.Va player if you think they're limited in their map pool. But maybe just more cohesive comps, because it doesn't have to be meta. You know, as long as you play your comp really well. But for now, we haven't seen a comp with a single idea from Strategic Storm.
Yeah, we see a lot of Zen coming in, and, you know, with the D.Va, you don't get a lot of time poking out the team, because D.Va isn't that, you know, frontline. You want more dive potential with D.Va, and I think that's what we're seeing with the Bro winning on VA Ascension's side. But yeah, like you said, Numbani being a better map for D.Va, because, you know, more diving potential, more verticality going on, so we should be seeing better play. And yes, hopefully the team on Storm side, you know, helps the comfort pick, if it is a comfort pick, and helps them, you know, do more with the comps they choose.
Looking like we're getting a more brawl look from Storms, though, with the Rhine or Ramatra, from how it looks, Moira, Baptiste, so that's a lot of healing. And the Bastion Soldier. I mean, Bastion helps pressure the front line drastically. You know, Soldier's always on that flank shot. Very good on dispatch. But Ascension's comp looking just as good. I mean, the Bap, Kiriko, Sojin, Ash with the Orisa, it's just so much flank and poke pressure that Not sure the Reinhardt on the side of Storms would be able to keep up with it.
Yeah, so very good, comp from VA Ascension and Strategic. I think VA has more poke ability, so they can also have more movement, so they might be able to get around the shield of Ryan, but we'll see how that works. Strategic Storm obviously having the Bastion, which is really good for melting the tank.
Turret form used early from Storm, so there's not a lot of front pressure anymore. And I mean,
Really?
VA is playing this so well, just keeping their high ground, not giving up the high ground, poking it away, letting the Orisa take the front of the damage because she's so tanky. She can take so
Very
much damage.
very tanky indeed.
I mean, and they have the Baptiste to keep her up.
Yeah, they definitely have the upper hand here, having the high ground. The Orisa is getting a bit overwhelmed though. But the team is hopefully getting her, healing her up, and she is managing to push the entire Strategic Storms team back, and she is doing a lot, keeping them at bay. Ryan trying his best, but I mean, with Orisa being so tanky and getting healed, and with the high ground pressure from VA Ascension, they're struggling a lot getting through Orisa.
I really want to see Strategic Storms try and clear out that high ground a little more. I mean, look how much free reign COWZA has on that Ashe. So close to the bubble already, and just poking out for free. Another pick from the Ashe player, and it's looking like a decision-making error from the side of Storms, really.
It might be Tank getting left alone. He's not
That's a rough stagger. I mean, that's a rough stagger.
Very rough stagger there.
I want to see the Storms team, attack the high ground. Go up the stairs, try and fight through that. Just try and force the Ascension team off of high ground because that's what their comp wants. And hopefully we'll see that with the ball switch coming out from Raven. Going ball, having a Zen with you, hopefully discording someone on the backline and executing really fast on them. Hopefully,
I feel like we're seeing more from Strategic Storm that VA had in the past, where they don't make decisions. They're stuck in a situation and then they don't know what to do after that. Especially with Ball getting pressured from Orisa there, the rest of the team, and the Kiri getting left for dead there. Unluckily. Kusura is low, but his team does get him. Almost gets picked off. The Bow not really doing much at the moment since, half the team is already dead, and Strategic Storm has to regroup and hopefully think of a better plan on how they're going to counter this.
Yeah, I mean, I really agree with what you said earlier. It feels like they're not making a decision just yet. And I want to see more proactive gameplay, because even if you're diving and it's not working, at least you're putting pressure on the enemy team. Right now, it feels like Night Raven is on his own journey, and the rest of the team is just fighting down the main part. And I mean, Ascension is playing this so well. They're just playing their goal, Orisa just sitting down Main Street and blocking off any person that tries to come through. And the Ashe and Sojourn on Kazuda and Kusi just playing so well, controlling that high grounds. It feels like a really well-oiled team right now.
We might see a flank from half the team here from Strategic Storm. Moira trying to go into the backline, but she's running away, it seems, not with the team. Ooh, Orisa almost gets taken down. Mafusa using ults. We do have a lot of ults available. We'll see some spam here. Moira on point, trying to take out big ults coming through. Team, it's a really messy fight at the moment. Both teams have the upper hand, multiple ults coming out. But it seems like Orisa very low, but does get saved by Immortal, and it seems like the win comes from VA Ascension again with the more better ult usage, and they also did get the first picks as well.
Yeah, I mean, Storms threw was that 4 ults into that fight, and
yeah,
against Ascension's 2, and it looks like Ascension came up on top. Like the ult usage was very questionable, like you said. Ascension just way better practice with that ult from the looks of it, and now it's just getting a scrambled touch point, making sure there's someone on there to trigger that overtime. DNR does get a pick on the Lucio, but I'm not sure it's going to do much for now as a lone.
Overtime coming in 1 second, and we do only have Moira on point, Lucio as well. Both get pulled in by Orisa ult, and they're out for picking. Overtime slowly ticking down. Bashed. Oh, the Bow does get there in time when the Lucio goes down, but it's only Bow. Bow does use ult. It seems like Orisa is still keeping them at bay, though. Like I said, VA Ascension still, coming out on top, and, Bow going down with Soldier. That is overtime done, and that's round 1 complete. Going to Ascension with, 0 cap going on. It's a tough situation looking on Storm's side.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not over. We can play for a draw from the side of Storms, but the way Ascension are playing right now, I'm not sure we'll see that. I mean, Gachi on the Orisa is playing so well, doing their job. They're not playing the most fancy hero, the most show-off hero, but doing their job, keeping the team at bay while his DPS controls the high ground with the BAP support. I mean, it's so well played from Ascension. They look so much more different from the last time we've seen them on stream. They look so much more coordinated, so much more set on a goal. They have their own comps. I'm really excited to see what this Ascension team can do in the future.
I think they have more grounded, idea of what their positions are and what they have to do in a certain situation. I feel like Strategic Storm has an idea going in, but as soon as something goes wrong, they panic and they, start doing stuff they shouldn't, start making more mistakes. They do have a dive on both teams, a semi-dive on VA Ascension with a bit of poke steal.
It looks like we have a role swap.
Yeah, I think we had the role swap in the beginning as well. I remember Night Raven playing Tracer on the previous map, so I think when he played, played the previous round, I think, obviously, I don't think the synergy was there with their original tank, so going back on tank Dion hard, so we'll see. Hopefully, they play a bit more better together, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Ascension coming up with a more dive-centered comp. With a Widow, curiously, it might be a comfort pick. Maybe you'll know more about that. Storms also has a very disconnected looking comp. It looks very poke/brawl with a monkey and Zen. So I'm not really sure what the goal of this comp is, but hopefully they can help sustain, just to secure that draw and push us for another map.
Monkey does get out of the way, almost dies to that. Kusura trying to get picks from backline, but doesn't have a good sight. Tank goes down on Storm. Monkey down. Big damage coming in from Strategic Storm, so they're keeping a VA at bay for now. But it doesn't seem like it's lasting because they're recouping. They don't have a tank, so this is not a great situation going in for Storm. VA taking them down one by one. Kusura have a great, high ground, taking them, picking them off. Swapping to ball, trying to, contest. Obviously, they don't have a lot of room. They only have 1 point. They only have a little bit, and they get taken down. It might seem like this is the end of the map for, Strategic, and it is.
Yeah, I mean, that was so well played from Ascension. What a perfect collapse on the backline. The Zen player was completely overwhelmed. There was a Moira on them. There was a Tracer. There was a... Was it a Diva? Yeah, so that was so well played from Ascension. It felt like they totally outclassed Storms in terms of just... Not even gameplay, just, decision making. And coordination. And just overall goal. So that's really well played from the side of Ascension.
More, ideas of what to do in certain situations from Ascension side and, Strategic Storm. Not seeming like they know what they wanted to do, and obviously not being able to cap the first point at the second round. They didn't have, when it was their time to defend, they didn't have much option but to, try to fight as if it's their only and last fight because, VA keeping them off entirely with zero capping made it really hard for a Strategic Storm on defense.
Yeah, I mean, I really do agree with you. It feels like Storms isn't as prepared as Ascension is, and that's really showing in those moments. Like you said, they had one fight for that cap, and even then it felt like, they never committed to anything. There was no cheese, there was no pirate shop. They were just, let's all get on point and shoot at the Ascension team. And Ascension took advantage of that, collapsing on the backline whilst the tank was, pushing a little too far forward. And just playing their comp to their win conditions.
Yeah, I think with the monkey they had a really good idea, but they were just, getting pressure too much and they didn't get out in time. But we have next map being Dorado.
Yeah, I mean, Dorado's a map that, historically has had a lot of different metas. We've seen Dive, we've seen Alpharas, we've even seen some Sigma, some Orisa. I mean, basically everything's been meta on Dorado at some point. So it's a very versatile map, lots of high ground. So I'm hoping to see some class Widow play, maybe some Pharah play.
Hopefully we see some, more plays coming in from, Storm. They are, 2-0 so far, with Ascension taking Samoa and Numbani. So they really need to bring it back here onto Dorado because it might be their last map. But if they do bring it back, if they break the momentum of Ascension, they might be able, to roll it down completely. And we'll see what happens this game with the comps coming out.
It looks like we're going to be seeing our first live Weaver of the year. If I'm not mistaken, no. Oh, there was a live Weaver on broadcast going to Peach. Sorry, but Mufasa coming out on the live Weaver, not the best hero on the current patch. The heal botting capabilities are a little bit lower due to the DPS passive, but it could work. It could work. It's a little out of the box. It's a little unorthodox. So hopefully the live Weaver adds that little spice that Storm's been missing for the last two maps. And like you said,
Yeah,
once they
VA.
win this, they get the momentum.
Ooh, swap to Monkey last minute. It seems like they're going for more dive potential. It might be to pull out the Monkey, you know, maybe their tank is sometimes, you know, gets caught in very awkward situations and gets taken out very quickly, so the Life Weaver might be strategic to pulling him back and getting him back to safety. Ooh,
I mean, early
good
lamp
dive.
from Ascension. Yeah, this was very well played from Storms. That
Very
the
good dive.
TP in from Reaper. He went low, but he helped get the team low.
We have to, Orisa does take out 1 DPS from Strategic Storm, taking out a Soldier. Strategic Storm not looking too healthy at the moment, but they are pushing back Ascension. The Reaper in the backline still trying to try something, you know, via Ascension being on their toes because they know there's someone behind them. Reaper going in with the TP, Zero Mercy, but does get taken out. I don't think the TP works, TPing in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're gonna be doing that play, you probably want to be doing that with the Zarya or something. It's a big dive from the Monkey play, you know, forcing out the lamp yet again. But it feels like DNHeart has no support from the rest of his team. You know, there's no DPS helping them in the backline. I feel like the Soldier is only playing low ground. Managing to get some players low though.
It does feel like they're, you know, not, again, synergy is not there. Reaper does try to dive a lot. He does get a few picks. Almost kills the BAP, but the BAP gets back to safety with his verticality. Again, they don't have, you know, much. Big ult coming in from Orisa, only takes 1 down though. And they take both teams.
That was very well played from Ascension. You know, when they see the Reaper and the Monkey engaging, they quickly split up because that's what they come once to do. You know, they can split up, they can sustain themselves. And now they're coming up on ults. They have the Kitsune, they have the Bob, they have the Window, and Kazuda gets another pick on Hikaru. So well played from the Ash player, I must say.
Yeah, it's very good plays. Really good heals coming in from, you know, Jason Dragon. They're keeping their tank alive. You know, Orisa is tanky, but she can be taken down. Life Weaver coming in with the tree. Oh, big Bob coming through. Both teams, again, it's a messy play. A lot of ults being used. Window is down. We have Rampage coming in. A lot of things going on with the Transcendence also coming out from Reaper.
I mean, that was a big dive from the initial dive from Storms was very well. There's a lot of low players on the side of Ascension. Kiriko's 1 HP, Soldier's backing up, also 1 HP. Lots of pressure on the rest on the main line. And the Tactical Visor comes out. Not many options for the Soldier to look at, so he's just trying to, you know, maybe deter people's zoning ultimate if you may. But it looks like Storms is coming in control of this fight.
Yeah, I mean, they did push back the team. They are diving like they should, pushing the backline back. They don't have a tank, so this is a really good opportunity for Storm pushing back the VA because they don't have a tank yet. VA being a bit aggressive, they're not waiting for their tank. They could get picked off, but I mean, they're trying to stop the immediate push to the next point. It does they seem like big ult coming from Orisa, has the entire team trapped, but it does seem like Strategic Storm is taking out the backline while Orisa was busy. Orisa being very low, but still holding on point, but you know, Strategic taking her out as they are 5.
This feels like a very different Strategic Storms from last match. You know, the Monkey is getting in there diving, and it looks like the coordination with Night Raven is slowly getting there. I mean, they're playing their goal, you know, diving the Ashe, diving the Baptiste. Switch from the Ashe into the Widow for Kazuda, which I'm not sure I agree with. You know, if you're feeling so much dive pressure on Ashe, I mean, he proves me wrong right there with a double headshot. But if you're feeling dive pressure on Ashe, I'm not sure Widow is the pick. You know, play something like Hanzo with almost spam pressure, but Ascension sticking to their comp, and you know, maybe they're gonna prove me wrong.
Another TP from Night Raven might go in with ults. They do have Blossom. No, but they're running away. They are caught out a bit. Do have support from their Lucio. Point still getting pushed by DNR. Strategic doing a stable and slow push. The dives are getting better. Big ult coming from Night Raven. Only manages to get 4P on Soldier. Good dive coming in. Both supports are locked down from Ascension. It seems like they'll be taking... Might have been a fat finger on the Transcendence from Reaper. He did transcend, and it doesn't seem like anyone was close to him or low.
I mean, DNHeart is playing like a monster on the Monkey and are doing so much damage and doing so much pressure. Just breaking down the Ascension team almost single-handedly from the looks of it. And he's diving in there, getting picks, he's primaling, he's displacing. He's playing so well on the Monkey.
He's putting on so much pressure. I don't think VA is getting enough time, you know, to group up and to play their proper ball comp. You know, especially with Widow, their ball is being reduced, and with, you know, DNHeart playing such a great dive at the moment, putting on so much pressure, it's making it very hard for Ascension to group up and, you know, to get a stable footing. They're just keep getting pushed back, and it's just not stopping.
Oh, so good from COWZA, getting 2 picks on the Widow, slowing down that push. Like you said, I mean, it felt like Ascension didn't have time to regroup, but you know that picks from COWZA feels like it's eased the pressure a little, and it's allowing them to find their feet.
DNR does get taken, off guard. He is alone, so retreating does seem like the optional choice, and that's what he did. Strategic Storm grouping up again, and it seems like Ascension has a better choke now. Great choke. Big ult coming from Soldier, but I don't think that was a good idea. He was peeking the entire team without any support.
I mean, yeah, early ult from the Soldier player, and a return early ult from the Sojin player. And now it looks like we're starting ult galore.
Again, yes, but it does seem like the Ryan is doing more pressure to the Orisa. Ryan is very low. He is alone. He might go down here. But it does seem, yes, and he does. Unfortunately.
Well, I don't think it was very smart for DNR to charge in. I really liked him on the Winston. I think maybe stick to the Winston. Maybe the Reinhardt is becoming more of a comfort pick. Maybe that's why he switched to it. But both teams throwing out a lot of ults there, and essentially coming up on top with the ult economy as well as the fight.
I think their dive was really good. I think they're just more afraid since it's a more concluded area, and Ascension is getting their footing back. They are pushing more, they're playing more brawl, they're staying more together, making it harder for the big window coming in.
Yeah,
it does seem.
I mean, the shield instantly breaks, and then COWZA with a pick on the life weaver. Base with 2 picks onto both DPS as a Baptiste player.
Great window coming out from Ascension, taking out the entire team and pushing them back yet again. They have to regroup. 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining, and they will, have to push further. It might be the end of their push, it might not, we'll see. COWZA being very out of position, getting pushed by the entire team. They do get out. Orisa and the rest of VA Ascension sitting on point, doing a bit of a rotate, catches one support off guard. They're retreating back to point. Ryan is, again, out of position, does not have a lot of support, but the Transcendence does come in and he's getting saved here.
Oh, big Shatter.
Big Shatter coming in. Does he get the follow-ups? He does, unfortunately not.
That's so well played from Gachi, putting out the Javelin and spinning away to save his supports from the Fire Strike. Really well played. I mean, Ascension is playing so well, supporting each other. Not even the big show-off moments of COWZA and the Widow, just supporting each other. I mean, Jason and Dragon's just going as unsung heroes right now.
They're doing more, supporting, like you said, each other. They're playing more to each other's strengths. They're helping in situations where it's not working. And it seems like COWZA is just taking out the Tracer immediately. COWZA getting really good picks this game.
I mean, I was questioning the Widow stuff, but not anymore. I mean, the picks they're able to get off is just unbelievable. Picking up DPS time and time again, getting crucial picks in the beginning of fights.
Yeah, it does seem like we're going to overtime, and they do not get to point, and round 1 is complete. Getting pushed 2 points and 0 meters remaining.
Yeah, I mean, the strategic storms look really good on that monkey comp they were playing. The switch to the Rhine was a little detrimental to their strategies, in my opinion. Maybe, like you said, it's a little closed area. Maybe they were a bit scared to play the monkey. But I think when you're playing and you're doing so well, you keep playing with what's working and keep up with the momentum. Once you switch around, you take the pressure away from the backline and into the Orisa, and it just didn't work out.
I think they felt maybe that, in the beginning they had a bit of rough footing, but they started rolling and it had a lot of momentum. And I think when that momentum got stopped all of a sudden, they felt like, oh no, their comp's not working. When in reality it was, you lose fights, you don't win every fight. And they might have even pushed further with the monkey because they had, more potential, more peaks that way they were getting out, especially with COWZA being a Widow, they could have get picked out very easily. But, with Gachi playing Orisa and pushing, not letting them through, like an iron wall, they weren't letting anyone through, giving a lot of opportunity for COWZA to take the picks from flanks and, long area situations.
Yeah, I really like the current comp coming up from Storms. D.Va helping control the high ground. Soldier poking away. The Lucio is a little bit questionable, but maybe it's just the speed around the Bastion. But I want to see D.Va control the high ground. Just try their best to pressure while giving all of the agency to their DPS players. Similar coming out from Ascension. Oh my god!
Big pick from COWZA coming out. Soldier down immediately. COWZA does messes up
the grapple. Yeah, but it's okay. You got the first pick. You have to make something.
DNR very in the middle of Ascension, getting really, really punished for that. They do seem to get out.
I mean, that oppositely, Night Raven trades Gatsby. The mech and the baby diva is gone. And now it looks like Storm's a little bit in control after that initial pick from COWZA.
Yeah, it seems like, you know, Strategic Storm does, you know, manage to push them back a little bit. They do have spawn right there. VA Ascension does have a priority spawn, so I mean it's all about, you know, getting picks but not, you know, losing teammates. COWZA getting immediately taken out by Zen, which is a really good thing. COWZA being the one that takes most of the early picks, which is really good. D.Va getting D-Mech from Gachi.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Gothi's playing very aggressively. Not playing as composed as they were with their team when they were on the Arisa. And Storms is doing well to punish that with the Bastion and the Soldier, you know, just mowing it down. And again, Night Raven with the pick onto Quissy.
Oh my another God. Zen spam gets COWZA again. COWZA getting taken out extremely fast, and you know it's they're expecting it now. Reaper just, you know, doing well with the spam and taking out COWZA every time. We do have an ult coming from Widow, so it might be different now.
Yeah, sights out from the Widow play, just putting pressure on the Storms players to watch their corners, you know, not to make stupid peeks. But it looks like Storms is still playing pretty well. I see it as Gachi gets 2, and it looks like the fight is collapsing.
Yes, it seems like VA is Ascension is taking the fight here, and they are pushing back. Bastion being the only one remaining. He does push up though. It seems like they wanna resist a bit, but it's gonna be a stagger, and it's gonna take more time. Rest of you know, Strategic Storm staggering. It seems they don't have a tank nearby, but they're still putting on some pressure. Ooh, Transcendence.
Early ult from the Moira, but COWZA stealing the show. 2 picks. And the Coalition in the backline getting the Lucio. I mean, yeah, that was just not well played from Storms. You know, like you said, staggering so much, staggering the Bastion, staggering the D.Va. And now, again, Bastion so far forward gets staggered again. COWZA is just popping off on this Widow. I mean, comfort pick for a reason.
They did have Transcendence, but they couldn't use it, obviously, because Jace being very, very smart, using their ult and, you know, cleaning up very quickly, making an extreme big stagger for Strategic Storm. But I mean, a lot of ults on VA Ascension's side, a lot of ults on Strategic Storm side, so we'll see. Another ult spam coming in, a lot going out.
Yeah, I mean,
but who will come on
early visor for Hikaru, and then Gachi just with the defense magic completely cancelling it out. COWZA with an early pick again, but Reaper Slim replies back, and the Zen comes up on top against the Widow player.
Reaper,
oh my God,
taking out taking out you know, COWZA every single time. Oh, big mech coming in, crushing Dercy.
That was a really well played
coming out
from Dragons to stop the D.Va Bomb from getting any pressure.
Yeah, D.Va Bomb did not get you know, any picks, but they did get the Soldier with the mech coming down.
That's true. That's true. I mean, it's just a very chaotic fight. So many ults, and the fight has not ended. In fact, it looks like it's beginning to start again. It started new for me. Night Raven on the backline.
Background, yeah, doing really well. They are staggering a bit.
Looks like Storm is stabilizing.
Yeah, they don't know. It doesn't seem like they know if they want to push or not. But at the moment, just staying. D.Va's still low. D.Va could be taken out. COWZA just left clicking, trying to do as much damage as they could. But it seems like they're going back and, you know, regrouping as VA Ascension.
Yeah, Ascension coming up on, you know, 3 ults, but crucially there is a beat on the side of Storm. If they want to beat early, they can push aggressively. Big TP from Night Raven onto the backline.
He does not get the Lucio beat, but he does get out, luckily. COWZA putting on pressure. A lot going out. Reaper does have 0 cooldown. He does have TP, but it seems he's taken out, yes, by Curie. A lot of damage coming from Ascension, and you know, only Zen, only D.Va.
Oh,
Zen goes down. Big D.Va bomb. Does get COWZA, does get the mech. D.Va does have a chance to get out. Do they take it? They do. And they might be going back for the regroup. Lucio getting caught out though. Gets taken down. They need to regroup after staggering a bit.
Maybe not a smart D.Va ult from the side of DNHard, but it looks like Hikaru and Night Raven doing their best to just, you know, hold off point while the rest of the team comes back. But Gachi playing so well, getting off the staggers, getting off the stragglers, you know, forcing them to regroup time and time again. Jace with the Moira though.
Extremely well pressure from Jace. They are doing a lot of damage with Moira, just putting on so much pressure, you know, and just making it very hard for Strategic Storm to do much. It's a really strong push coming
And
from
it's
the
like-
Ascension side.
The point's been capped. It's 2 minutes for about 40 meters on the side of Ascension. Oh, Reaper ult putting through, and the perfect defense plays from Gachi. QCDC capitalizing on their tank players. Wow.
It does seem VA is trying to push them back. Strategic Storm taking a bit far of a angle. Another soldier ult coming through Visor. Doesn't do a lot of damage. We have Transcendence also coming through. Diva Bomb.
Oh my god.
Gets 3 big Diva Bomb. This might seem like a game over for Strategic Storm. A
Yeah, I
big
mean,
Diva
this
ult
is-
taking out 3. They're just getting cleared up now, and Diva getting taken down out of mech and eliminated. Soldier might get there in time. Oh, big hook and big snipe coming in from Kasuda. Taking out Soldier and giving them no chance to contest. Again, extremely well played from Ascension.
Yeah, I mean, that map was a little bit closer than the first two, It looked like, Storms found themselves a little, they found their feet, they had the momentum, but it just felt disconnected again. They found the coordination, they found the teamwork, and then they disconnected again. And I mean, Ascension doing so well to penalize that, doing their best,
Ascension-
cancelling off the stragglers.
Absolutely destroying, when it comes to punishing Strategic Storm for their, mistakes. Ascension had a lot of mistakes, but they weren't as vital and they weren't as important mistakes like Strategic Storm did. They pushed a lot of times, they wasted a lot of ults, and it made Ascension, it made it easier for them, to capitalize on that. A lot of times Strategic Storm used about 3 or 4 ults, and VA countering with just 2 ults, leaving them with 3 left, and obviously it makes it much harder for the team to fight against someone that has 3 ults versus them only having 1 or 2 left.
Yeah, I mean, Strategic Storm showing us that they're a little bit of a new team, and with that comes some growing pains, where your ult usage is a little weird, your coordination is a little weird, but they've showed us potential. I mean, Dion Hart on the Winston popping off in that, that short period in Dorado where they capped first and second point completely thanks to their monkey player.
Yeah, I think they had a really strong push going on, and like you said, Monkey was very strong, even as he was taking out everyone, putting so much pressure, and they were pushing back Ascension so extremely fast, and it was such a great play. But obviously we saw the swap to Ryan, which didn't work out for them in the end because they got pushed back by Orisa.
Yeah, and in the end, I mean, Ascension just coming out on top. I mean, they look so good. They look so much better than people expected. Like, so much better than we've seen them in the past. They've clearly done a lot of work in this offseason. Finding their feet, finding their identity, playing around that Orisa brawl comp with the Bastion. They played it so well. They played their win conditions. They knew what they were doing. They didn't feel like the new team they were late last year in the Elephant Cup and so on. But Ascension looking like a rising star from the looks of it. Hopefully we see more from them in the future.
Yeah, I mean, they played very well. Considering they had 2 games already today, a lot of mental and a lot of energy being lost, with other games. But they pulled through and they did a lot and they won every single map. And like you said, Strategic Storm being a newer team, you could see there's a lot of there's a lot of skill going in with their team, but they do have a lot of opportunities that they miss because they're not playing too much together. A lot of soldier ults that are being used in their backline instead of taking a flank angle where they can get more opportunity on the supports and the backline as opposed to shooting straight into the Orisa, which just obviously she doesn't take any damage, so that doesn't help much.
Well, it was a fun match, seeing the grassroots of our scene and seeing where people have come for the long off season. I mean, this is the final match for our first day of the first tournament of the season, the Sunburst Cup. And stay tuned for more tomorrow and next week. It's been fun casting. I'm Babs here and I'm here with Hydro, and it's been great.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.